Can't find any holes in their defence whatsoever. Aronson, though, gives it to Bamford. He's going to try and turn to strike. And, of course, it's blocked, but this time by Azpilicueta. Of Ramsey. I get the run of Ramsey. Has he got the pace to drive in? He does. I'm going to strike. It's a good save from Alisson. A few substitutes. Put Dan James back on the right-hand side. Bamford into Jacob. Ramsey strikes. Good save from Mendy. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of my FIFA 23 career mode with Leeds United Football Club. And as you can see, we're going to be starting off this episode with a Carabao Cup quarter-final against Chelsea. It's going to be a huge game after a 3-1 win against Huddersfield in the previous round. But let's have a quick look at the calendar to have a look to see what other games we've got going on. So we've got Chelsea at home in the Cup. We've got Liverpool away in the Premier League. That's a huge game. We've got West Ham away, which I'm probably going to sim. And then we're going to finish off with another game against Chelsea, this time at home in the Premier League. So absolutely huge games to come in this episode. So make sure you've got your cup of tea, you've got your drink ready. Let's sit down and let's get to it. So here we go then. First game is in the Carabao Cup quarter-final at home to Chelsea. And to be fair, it isn't a game that I even expected to play. I didn't really expect to get this far, but we've had a decent draw. And Chelsea is really the first team we've come up against that we are pretty much expected to lose. As you can see from the tree, if we win this game, oh, good lord, we're going to end up playing Manchester City probably, as I'm assuming they're going to play Wolves, going to beat Wolves, sorry. So, yeah, big game ahead of us today, and you'll see that I had to make several enforced changes to my starting 11. And here it is. You can see the likes of Coke, Luca Netz, Stuart Dallas, Aronson, and also Patrick Bamford coming into the starting 11. It's such a busy Christmas period at the moment. I've just got to keep rotating and just hope that I can keep as many players fresh and morale up as high as I can. But let's take a quick look at the Chelsea lineup, and as you can see, they are pretty much full strength, especially from the last time I played them. I think the only real change is that Ziyech has come in for Mason Mount. But apart from that, they are going to look like a very, very difficult opposition today. Chilwell has it on this left-hand side. Sterling. Nice little flick back to Kovacic, into Aubameyang, into Conor Gallagher. Aubameyang now brings this forward. Nice turn from him, trying to get away from our midfield. Gets away from Struijk, and he's going to drive into the penalty area. That is unbelievable. Great work from Aubameyang, and he does the flip. I don't blame him. Phenomenal goal, absolutely lashes that past my goalkeeper, gives him absolutely no chance. I would say it was poor defending, but to be honest, I think it was just phenomenal play from Aubameyang. Look at this turn, nice little footwork away from Struijk. And he drives into the space that was vacated by Struijk and absolutely smashes that past the goalkeeper, leaves him with no chance, and it's an early lead for Chelsea here. Nice little turn into Ziyech, into Sterling, back to Aubameyang. Sterling, easy. Too easy for Chelsea once again. I thought Aubameyang, he was going to look for the ball to Aubameyang, but he didn't, and instead he just smashes it into the top right-hand corner. Again, I would say it's poor defending, but it's not. It's just Chelsea are too good. Just too good for us. Easy goal in the end. 2-0. Sterling into Aubameyang. Chilwell. Oh, Sterling makes the challenge there. Chelsea pressing as high once again. Conor Gallagher into Sterling. Sterling just taking his sweet time. Gives it back out to Kovacic. Ziyech. Gallagher. 3-0. It's too easy. It's too good. Again, I don't even think there's anything I can do about it. Chelsea are just too good. And to be fair, inside the first 36 minutes, Chelsea are already sailing through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And I think it's a given. We are out. Into the feet of Bamford. Bamford going to try take this round the defender. He's blocked off again. Literally nothing we can do. Absolutely no chances whatsoever. Chelsea are going to break again. Conor Gallagher, he's got the pace to go past Struijk. Drives into the box. It's going to be a penalty. Poor from Struijk. Absolutely done by the pace of Conor Gallagher, and it's going to be another penalty, and Chelsea are absolutely putting us to the sword here. So I'm assuming the goalkeeper mechanic is exactly the same as it was on FIFA 22. Aubameyang straight down the middle, 4-0 into Aubameyang. Aubameyang just drifts past my midfielder, Sterling. He's got too much pace, and that's ridiculous. Keeper's got to do better there. Sterling absolutely smacked one from about 25, 30 yards out. And it's just too easy for Chelsea. It's 5-0 here. And I feel like I'm losing the will to live. Struijk brings that one forward. Gives it to Dallas. Lays it off to Adams. No one showing any angles, but can't even give it back to him. It's another poor pass, and it looks like Chelsea are going to break once again. It's literally been the story of the game. It's been poor pass after poor pass after poor pass. And now Kovacic has it. Brings it forward Easily just ghosts past my midfielder. Where on earth are my defence? It's 6-0. This is ridiculous. Where are my defence? Gaping holes in the defence. It's a similar problem. The players won't switch. The AI just switch off. Don't do anything. Don't track any runners. Don't put any pressure on. It's horrendous. And it's 6-0. Into Bamford. I'm just going to strike this from distance. And again, it's blocked. Chelsea, too good defensively. Too good going forward for us. We can't find any holes in their defence whatsoever. Aronson, though, gives it to Bamford. He's going to try and turn to strike. And, of course, it's blocked, but this time by Azpilicueta. Got a corner here. Can we somehow get some sort of consolation? It's dinked in to the head of, I'm not sure who it was. It was Coke. And to be fair, that was a very good header. He celebrates. I don't really know why. We get a consolation in the end. 6-1. Less than a minute left of extra time, and I think the game is going to end here at 6-1. It does end at 6-1. It's game over here in the Carabao Cup. We go out face first. It's an absolute shocker of a performance. Absolute shambles at the back. It's our worst performance of the season so far. And we are very much out of the Carabao Cup. Chelsea sail through 6-1 here. And as much as I was hoping that we were going to have a game that we could bounce back against, as you can see, we've got Liverpool and we've got them at Anfield. So, I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to this one. Let's have a quick look at the two teams. And as you can see from our team, we have several first-team players back in the starting 11 after resting up against Chelsea. It's Melia in goal, Christensen, Llorente, Struijk and Firpo back in defence, Tyler Adams, Jacob Ramsey in midfield, Rodrigo in the cam position, Dan James, Popescu with the wingers, with Gelhardt back leading the line for us. And as for Liverpool, Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold right back, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson making up the rest of the defence. Fabinho, Artur and Keita in midfield. Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz, the front three. That is a scary proposition in what is a game that we could really do with a result from. Luis Diaz drives down the line here. Liverpool starting off really well. Llorente with a good challenge though. Great to have him returning to the starting 11. Dan James lays that off to Rodrigo. Ramsey. He's caught in the middle by Artur. Darwin Núñez, 1-0. And inside 5 minutes already, Liverpool take the lead and things are going from bad to worse from us. After an absolute drumming against Chelsea, we've started off really poorly here. It was Jacob Ramsey who lost the ball to Artur. And Núñez, as soon as the camera kind of zooms in then, you know there's only one thing that's going to happen. And he absolutely sticks that one in the back of the net, leaves the keeper with no chance. 1-0 here at Anfield. Mo Salah. Good challenge from him. Darwin Núñez. He's going to look for Mo Salah. He's going to find Mo Salah. Mo Salah's got the pace to get away from Llorente. He's going to drive into the box. Looks across. It's 2-0. It's too easy. It's Keita at the far post. And Liverpool get themselves a 2-goal cushion. And it's a brilliant counter-attack. And absolutely nothing we can do. Keita had the pace of Christensen at the back post. Salah had the pace of, I think it was it Struijk or Llorente? I'm not quite sure, but he would have the pace. He'd have the pace of both of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But 2-0 here at Anfield, and things are looking bleak. And Artur is going to bring this forward. Fabinho now drives through the heart of our midfield. Turns, gives it back to Artur. Nice little dink over to Darwin Núñez. I think he's going to look for Mo Salah. He doesn't. He turns, and instead he finds Artur, who finds Diaz, who finds the back of the net. 3-0. Christensen. Got to try and press high here. That's a solid challenge from Keita on Adams. We don't get a free kick, but we do get the ball. I think it's looking likely that Adams is down injured. Gerhard into Jacob Ramsey, just trying to make any sort of space. It's blocked off. Alisson, the goalkeeper, collects. Oh, that's poor. And, well, what can I really expect? I've just made the substitution, and I'm going to bring on Stuart Dallas for him. But I think with his injury, he was very, very slow there. Liverpool managed to nick the ball away. They get a corner. Struijk is going to... I'm going to try and look for Ramsey. I do find Ramsey. Turns, taken out by Mo Salah. And please tell me this is not going to be another injury. Please tell me it's not. Is he going to get red card? That is a deserved red card. It's an absolute shocking challenge from Mo Salah. And I'm hoping and I'm praying this is not going to be another injury. I've got Rocher out in central midfield. That is shocking. That's disgusting. I've got Tyler Adams, who's been injured earlier on in the game. I'm praying to the Lord himself. I'm praying to the gods that Jacob Ramsey does not have an injury. It doesn't look like he does. I don't think he does. Jacob Ramsey's going to take this free kick. I'm going to try and float this one in. He does float it in, but he floats it straight into the arms of Alisson. Liverpool have a free kick here. They're going to throw this one into the box. We do get it away with Struijk. Can we win the rebound? We can. Dan James has it. I'm looking for the run. of Ramsey. I get the run of Ramsey. Has he got the pace to drive in? He does. I'm going to strike. It's a good save from Alisson. I didn't want to take an extra touch because I think he was going to overrun it, so I thought I'd go for the shot. And it forced a good save out of Alisson, and we have a corner here. Ever since Liverpool have gone down to 10 men, we've definitely looked the more likely to score. As Alisson's forced into another big save there. We've got another corner. I'm going to try and float this one in. It's Rodrigo to take, and it's into Firpo. He can't get onto it. Keita down the... Oh, what a through ball. Unbelievable through ball to Luis Diaz. He's going to try and put this in. He turns, gives it to Keita, goes round Christensen. He turns again. Liverpool still really tricky, even though they've only got 10 men. Fortunately, we do manage to get that with Llorente, but he's under tremendous pressure here. Gives it to Meslier. Cool, calm and composed. Good stuff from him. That is actually a terrific pass. I thought that was going to be a pretty dodgy one, but it was a great pass from Meslier. And now Junior Firpo has it. Going to fling this one into the box. Can't get our heads on it. Looks in field for Aronson. It's a poor ball. It's a terrible pass. It's a simple pass. And yet he cannot make it. Luis Diaz with a battle here with Christensen, and he gets the better of him. He's got more pace. He's got more strength. He's still got more strength. We still cannot get the ball off him. And Luis Diaz just toying with us now into Asensio. Good stop from Meslier. So close to it being 4-0. Liverpool have a corner. A mere few seconds now left in this game. They're going to throw this one in. We're going to head it away. Surely the referee's going to blow his whistle. He does. It's game over here at Anfield. And it's 3-0 to Liverpool. And there's not really much I can say about the game. They're the better team. They played better than us. They got the 3 points. They got the 3 goals. Let's move on to the next game. And just before we head over to the game against West Ham, it's happened once again. The broken toe curse of FIFA 23 continues, and now Tyler Adams is out for 3 months, and that leaves me with only, I think it's Dallas and Jacob Ramsey in the centre of midfield. I have no other options apart from youth players, and this episode goes from bad to worse. So on to the next game against West Ham. It's a game I'm going to sim in the hope that somehow I can get a decent result. You can see again from my starting 11, more changes, more rotation due to this busy Christmas period. Lucanet, Struijk, Liam Cooper and Ayling, the back four for us. Dallas and Koch in central midfield. I've had to drop Ramsey due to fatigue. Got Popescu, Rodrigo and Dan James, the attacking trio with Bamford in for Gelhardt. So yeah, I've just got to hope for some sort of result here, but I'll be completely honest, I am not very positive. And that is why I'm not very positive. West Ham take the win here at the London Stadium. It's 2-1, Rodrigo with a goal, and annoyingly in the 66th minute he missed a penalty as well. So yeah, it's another loss unfortunately, and I can really see us tumbling down the Premier League table at this rate. So here we are, on to the final game of this episode, and as you can see, once again, we are back at Ellen Road, and we are facing Chelsea. I feel like I never stop playing Chelsea at the moment. We've played them 3 times this month, and this will be obviously the second game this episode against them. Absolutely battered us 6-1 in the Carabao Cup last time. I'm really hoping we can get a more positive result this time. And it's on to our starting 11. Meslier in goal, and Christensen, Llorente, Struijk and Junior Firpo at the back. It's our usual back four, Dallas and Jacob Ramsey in midfield. Harrison, Aronson and Dan James, the attacking trio with Gelhardt leading the line. I've had to drop Popescu due to fatigue, and yeah, going to be an interesting one. As for Chelsea, they've gone 5-2-3 with James, Fofana, Koulibaly, Azpilicueta and Ben Chilwell at the back. Mason Mount and Jorginho in the centre of the park. Ziyech, Aubameyang and Raheem Sterling, of course, the front three. Again, it's a dangerous opposition. They beat us 6-1 last time. I'm praying that we can get a better result now. So fortunately, we've managed to keep a clean sheet inside the opening, well, looks like it's going to be the opening 10 minutes, which I'm pretty happy about. And I tell you what, another thing I'm pretty happy about, I think this is the first time I've played, I'm assuming this is an evening game as we give away a throw. I'm assuming this is an evening game. This is the first time I've actually played an evening game on FIFA 23, and you know what? I really very much like the lighting here, and Dan James is lightning as he drives into the box. We get our heads on it. I thought we were going to get our head on it, and we don't. That's a big opportunity, and it's one that we have to take. Dan James was going to strike, and it's away from Reece James, and Chelsea on the counter-attack. I said we haven't conceded inside the opening 10 minutes. Are we going to concede inside the opening 15? Aubameyang drives forward, lifts it out wide to Reece James, sorry. Is he going to try and drive into the box? He plays the ball in, but Junior Firpo is there, and we can just dribble away. To Sterling, lovely turn away from Christensen. Gave Christensen a torrid time the last time they played. And it looks like he might well do the same thing this time. Chilwell has it, throws it out to Jorginho. He gives it to Sterling. Christensen, Sterling and Jorginho combine to get the ball back from him. Jorginho drives into the penalty area, turns it back. Nice block there from Llorente. Dallas will get this cleared. Turns. Is he going to give that one back? Tries to, and he does. Reece James now has it. Back to Ziyech. This is good football from Chelsea. Again, more and more pressure from them. Ball over the top. Christensen gets that away. The only advantage he does have over Sterling is his height. Aubameyang turns. He's in here. 1-0. Too easy once again. And again, it's the same problem. Our defence just completely switches off. Aubameyang drives into the box. Chelsea lead just on the stroke of half-time. He celebrates with his manager. It's 1-0. Ziyech into Aubameyang. Out wide now to Reece James. Reece James looks like he's got the beating of Dan James, which is quite surprising. Gives it back to Ziyech. He's going to look for Mason Mount. He plays it into Sterling. And Aubameyang, well, my dual battery's gone low. So I've decided to pause. And I don't know why I decided to pause. It was a stupid decision. And that was definitely not a stupid decision from Aubameyang. He absolutely lashed it past my goalkeeper. It's a phenomenal finish from him. He gave him absolutely no chance. My defence all over the place. It didn't really help that I decided to pause, as I kind of didn't really give my defence the best opportunity to try and stop Aubameyang from putting that in the back of the net. But it's a great finish. It's a great goal. And annoyingly, it's Chelsea 2, Leeds 0. Aubameyang. This is good play again from Chelsea. Oh, for goodness sake, he easily turns my defence. I thought it was going to be 3. It might well be. Fortunately, we just get there. Llorente just hacks it away. Anything will do. Chelsea, absolutely relentless. Nice turn from Jorginho into Aubameyang. Aubameyang turns once again. He's just making a fool of us, to be completely honest. We're too slow, and smashes that against Meslier. Fortunately, it remains 2-0, but for how much longer? Chelsea have a short corner. They go short to Sterling, and Sterling drives into the penalty area, gives it to Aubameyang, gives it back. And fortunately, we just get it away with Firpo. Jorginho driving forward. He's got the pace to burst past my midfielders. Havertz doesn't have the pace to go past Christensen. Fortunately, Chelsea have made a sub, and they've brought Sterling off. We give the ball away there. Ziyech has it now again. Aubameyang, he's going to strike. He's going to hit the post. My word, I was ready to say he was going to score and it was going to be 3-0. As I said before, when they zoom in like that, just as they take a strike, it almost always results in a goal. But fortunately for us, it doesn't that time. Goes down the right-hand side to Dan James. I've made a few substitutes, put Dan James back on the right-hand side. Bamford into Jacob Ramsey. Strikes. Good save from Mendy. That's the best opportunity we've had all game. Could I have taken an extra touch? Possibly. Should I have shown more composure? Definitely. It's still 2-0. Mason Mount. Aubameyang gives that back to Jorginho, who gives it in to Aubameyang. He's got the pace to get away from my defenders. Has he got the strength? He does. And again, Chelsea hit the other post this time. Unbelievable. We are getting away with this so much. It should at least be 4-0. Trying to drive forward. Doesn't have any options. Doesn't matter. It's game over. It's 2-0 here at Ellen Road. It's another loss. And that is our 4th loss of the episode. Our players sink to the ground in desperation and disappointment. And it's another 3 points that we have lost today. And to be fair, I mean, we're losing to teams that we probably are expected to lose to. But after such a great start, it's so disappointing. So that is that for the end of this episode. And I do want to check out the Premier League table before we end. That is actually the FA Cup. So that's a game that we've got at the beginning of the next episode against Stoke City. But I want to focus on the Premier League table and see where we find ourselves after a poor run of games. And we find ourselves in 13th. So we have been dragged into the bottom half of the table. And I tell you what, if we continue with this vein of form, we could end up finding ourselves being dragged into a relegation battle. At the moment, we sit 11 points clear, but we were significantly more than that at the beginning of the episode. So we've got to be very careful here, and we've got to try and up our game. But with numerous players out injured, it's going to look very, very difficult. And if we go to the top of the table, United and City now. United top, City second. So it's a Manchester fight for the Premier League title. Liverpool third, Arsenal fourth, Spurs fifth, Chelsea sixth. And very much the norm with the top 6. But for us, 13th place. To be fair, it's still ahead of where I was expecting to be in this career mode. It's not where the board want me to be, But after such a brilliant start to the season, it's really, really disappointing to see us tumble down the order. And as you can see, it is January the 1st, and that means that the January transfer window is very much open. Let's quickly head over to my office to see how much I've got to spend. Let's have a quick look. We've got 16 mil. That is not going to get us a lot. You can see we've spent 60 mil. We haven't actually spent 60 mil on players. A lot of that is to do with some of my youth scouts and my actual first team scouts and some of the business that they've done and some of the reports that they've put together and some of the networks that they've put together as well. So we spent quite a lot of money on that, not actually on players. I don't know where the 134 mil has come from. Absolutely no idea. But yeah, it doesn't really leave us with a lot of wiggle room, especially as we've got a depleted squad right now. We've got 3 of our central midfielders out, and we've got our best player out as well. So I don't really know what I'm going to do, but stick around for the next episode, as it's going to be a good one. And it's going to be a very, very interesting one. But on to the calendar, and let's have a quick look. We've got 4 games. We've got Stoke away in the FA Cup. We've got Bournemouth away in the league. We've got City at home in the league, and then we're going to finish off with Spurs at home. So big games, a big January transfer window to come. It's definitely an episode that you do not want to miss out on. But thank you so much for watching this one. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe. It will do the channel an absolute world of good. And hopefully, I will see you again next time.